Hello. Hi. Let's see if we can see my camera. Hello. Maybe I'm changing. Okay, I think my camera's a little bit, got a little bit stuck here. So, all right. So we're just gonna move me over. Hello. This is my other camera. So sorry about that. Don't know what's going on here. I think, everything is a little bit, I think my computer might be just a little bit right now. All right, so anyway, we are on. Hello, this is Caroline. Welcome to the Caroline Live Show, where I bring you the best Raspberry Pi, the best Alexa projects every week. So please tune in every Thursday at 3 o'clock. And hello, Walter. Hello, Newman. Thank you so much for joining today. If you are on, please say hi, and I will say hi back to you. Hi, Sam. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Sam. And just let's start with the housekeeping like we do every week. We do this every Thursday at 3 o'clock my time, Eastern time. This is a place of positivity. And please mute your Alexa, your Amazon Echo, because I will say the wake word many times in this tutorial and in this video, and I can't edit that out. So please mute it or wear headphones, whatever you need to do, because I will say the wake word a lot. All right, so say hi if you are on. Thank you so much for joining today. Let's go into the agenda. All right, agenda updates from last week. Okay, I always start with updates from last week. If you have any questions about any of my projects or just questions in general, let me know. Hi, John DeLuna. Thank you for joining. And I was in the news again this week or last week since the last time we talked. So I thought I'd share that. I'm pretty excited about that. Raspberry Pi projects. I do have an amazing Raspberry Pi project. If you follow me on Twitter or you look at my posts on YouTube, I gave you a little teaser earlier today about what it was. It is voice AI, and it's not Alexa. It's not Google Home. So what could it be? I guess we'll find out shortly. Hello, Diego. Thank you for joining. Hi, Newman from New York. Syed Haider. Hello from India. Hello. Thank you for joining today. Alrighty. And let's see. Oh, and I always feature an Element14 project from the contest that they had earlier this year. And I'm hoping my camera comes back, but I don't think it's going to come back. And then last week, they had Alexa Live 2020, and there were just so many announcements coming out of that. I thought I would just share one announcement per week until I run out of announcements to share about Alexa Live, latest stuff about Alexa for developers, for everybody. And then at the end of this broadcast, I reveal next week's video. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on with the agenda. But yeah, if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to leave it below and let us know, and join the chat, please. All right, so if you haven't already seen it, hopefully y'all have seen it. On Tuesday, I released a new video. It was free live TV from Plex. Now, this is not local channels. This is 86 for me. It was 86 new channels, and it didn't require an antenna. And it streams 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you could get 86 live TV channels free. You don't have to have a premium Plex account or anything. You could just get free TV on Plex, and it was awesome. So anyway, if you have missed that, I will put that link in the description field. Hopefully you have seen that, but please do check out that video, and I will just paste that into the field. Newman, Coraline, how do you set up Chromecast for Just Dance? How do I set up Chromecast for Just Dance? You're asking me because I have a video about it, and it's really awesome, right? All right, I will find that link on how to set up Chromecast for Just Dance on my channel later on. All right, so I will find that link for you. Okay, so next, update from last week. Last week, I printed 32 PETG face shield frames. Yay, so happy. And I took them over to Atlanta Beats COVID, and that is me on Saturday taking my face shield frames over to Atlanta Beats COVID. So behind me, if you can see in the picture, there are these orange buckets. Those are buckets of bleach, and we sanitize everything before we give it to these healthcare workers. So I got to put my face shield frames in bleach. And then we had a little volunteer afternoon, and I filmed footage for something called Life in a Day. So YouTube, everybody on YouTube could participate. Anybody who wanted to participate on YouTube could participate. And it was, it had to be footage from July 25th, last Saturday, and they are going to cut together what they want to cut together. Ridley Scott is the producer. They'll cut together what they want to cut together, and then you'll get the July 25th from around the world. So it's highly unlikely that I will be featured in Life in a Day from the official YouTube thing that they had, but I thought it'd be cool just to have, one day of my life, hey, just put together. So we did have a little volunteer session at Atlanta Beats COVID, and I filmed a bunch of stuff from there. I also filmed my getting ready for my run and finishing my run. I ran 3 miles Saturday morning before I went over to Atlanta Beats COVID. And so if you want to see what I submitted to Ridley Scott for Life in a Day, I'm going to paste that in the field, and y'all take a look. So this is an unlisted video link I'm giving you now because I am making I'm not producing it because I don't want to trigger for you guys who with notifications. I didn't want to trigger everybody's notification because of a Life in the Day video versus a real tutorial. So it's unlisted, so it's special. It's only for the people who watch this Caroline Live show. So enjoy that. Parsh Verma says hello Parsh Verma. Syed Hyder, ma'am, Alexa, which is made on Raspberry Pi, does not play Spotify or Amazon Music. It says this device does not support Amazon or Spotify, so can't we play music on a Raspberry Pi made from Alexa? If it says you can't do it, you can't do it. Y'all, I don't work at Amazon. I can't change their minds. I can't tell them what to do. So if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry about that. But anyway, if you want to keep on trying. And there are skills, there are workarounds for that. There is My Music, and I have a video about setting up My Music. There is Plex, of course. You can set up a Plex server and use a skill to get into your music from Plex, the skill. So try that out if you can. All right, and so that is if you search on my channel Plex Alexa or Plex My Music, check those videos out. They're old, but they might still work. I can do anything. Hi Caroline, I am from India. Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, unable to get wireless working. That is very unfortunate that wireless does not work on your 3B Plus. Get a refund. There you go. Next, all right. We are going to talk about the Pitop. Oh, yeah, last week I brought up the Pitop. If y'all watched last week, I had this very embarrassing moment on Tom's Hardware over on another live broadcast on YouTube, and where I had a poor reaction to the price tag of the Pitop. And I told you guys last week I was going to have a meeting with the executives at Pitop. I did have that meeting on Monday morning, and it went great. And so they're going to send me a Pitop, and I'm going to talk about that when I receive it, and y'all get to see it, and that'll be cool. All right. So anyway, so check out Pitop, and you wait to hear more information about Pitop, and I think that'll be cool. Okay. Next, yes, I appeared in the news twice this week. So Georgia Tech, and let me see if I can go back here. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can reset this transform. Maybe y'all can see better this way. Alrighty, maybe y'all can see this. Everything's kind of messed up right now. Okay, so can y'all see this? So anyway, I was in the Georgia Tech Alumni magazine last week. Woo-hoo. And it was for my work on printing face shield frames. And I have a little bookmark to show you where it is. And here is my article. Hopefully you guys can see that. Ooh, there it is. That I appeared in my own Alumni magazine. Woohoo! Very exciting. I am thrilled. So that's a huge honor. I went to Georgia Tech, And so that's a pretty big deal to make it in the Alumni magazine. So big, exciting dream come true thing for me. So so I have a funny story about this magazine. This is not my magazine. Okay, my magazine got lost in the mail, or my neighbor got it and then decided to throw it away and didn't give it to me. So I never actually got my Alumni magazine. I've been an alumni for many, many years. I've lived here for many, many years at the same address, and I have received every single Alumni magazine except for the one that I am in. I was really upset that I did not get the magazine that I was in. So my neighbor downstairs, I asked my neighbors for their magazines. So one of my neighbors gave me his magazine, and this is actually his magazine. So I did finally get a magazine, but it's not mine. So anyway, this is the one copy I have, but I'm super excited about it. But hey, anyway, so finally I get my neighbor's magazine, and then I'm like, okay, I should actually read this thing. I should read this magazine. I read this magazine every single time. And then I'm flipping through it, and I am in the magazine again, uncredited, but yes, I am in the magazine a second time. You see this pink scarf and the USATF shirt. That is me. They had photos that people submitted from a virtual 5K run that they had, and and they chose a picture of me to be in the recap of the Alumni House Burdell Run event. So actually, I made it twice in the same edition of the Georgia Tech Alumni magazine. So super excited about that, and but not super excited I didn't get my copy. So if you are my neighbor and you have my copy, if you could give me my copy, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, so back to the PowerPoint. All right, so then I'm also in the news. Last Friday I was in the news. If you go to Google and search my name, Caroline Dunn, and then you go in and you hit news button, I was quoted on an article. The Garmin service, I don't know how many of y'all use Garmin. This is the kind of watch that I wear. It's a Garmin watch. It's a GPS watch. I paid a lot of money for it, but I run 5 days a week, so it's the only watch that I use. The service went down for 3 days. And on day 3, reporters were looking for people to talk to. Somehow I got in touch with an AP, Associated Press news reporter, and he interviewed me, and now I am in the news for Garmin. If you type in Caroline Dunn Garmin, you'll see it. It's on Yahoo Sports. Because it's Associated Press, it got syndicated on every other press site available, and you can now see me in the news, quoted in the AP news article. All right, let's see. It says, "Ma'am, I have built my digital photo frame with MM2 Magic Mirror 2. Thanks for your tutorial." Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad it worked for you. Woo-hoo. Yes, Naveen says congrats. Thank you very much. All right. So anyway, if you want to see, let's go into Chrome. Okay, and then everything is kind of messed up here. So move this over a little bit. I'll move myself here. All right, if you go into Chrome, let's see. So this is the original AP News article that went down, Garmin Fitness Tracker, and then I'm all over this article, and I'm quoted in this article. So if y'all want to read about me talking about Garmin in the news, here it is. So pretty exciting for me. Y'all are probably not so excited about it, but hey, I thought I'd mention it anyway. All right, so, and then if you type in Caroline Dunn, you hit news, that's the first thing that comes up. All right, that's great. All right, so let's go back to our PowerPoint. All right, so an AP News interview, did that. All right, so finally on to Raspberry Pi. I know this is what y'all are here for. Sorry, but I took so long to go through all the intro stuff. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I discovered a new project this week, and it was actually based out of my conversation with Pitop. I had talked about how one of the first projects I did, or the first project I ever did on a Raspberry Pi, was doing the Alexa project, making Alexa from a Raspberry Pi. And I've got a ton of videos about that, and y'all talk about that on the chat and everything. Yes, so I found a new, not Alexa, not Google Home, but another voice AI that you could install on the Raspberry Pi this week, thanks to the guys at Pitop. And it is called, does anybody know what it's called? First of all, so I put this out on my Chatter earlier today. If you know what this is called, say it now. All right. Said too late. And then prayer hands, and then, okay. I don't know what that means. All right, so anyway, does anybody know what this is called? It is called Mycroft AI. Have you guys heard of Mycroft AI? It is, and I guess I'll go to the website here, Chrome, Mycroft, and mycroft.ai. I'm going to copy the link for you, and y'all can look at this. Let me know. Okay. Y'all take a look at this. This is called... Oh, and then, I need to switch over. Have I switched over? Okay, yes, I have switched over. All right, so Mycroft AI. And so this is another voice assistant, but here's the shtick. Here's why this is interesting. It is because you can do a custom wake word with Mycroft AI, and you can do it for free on a Raspberry Pi. How cool is that? Man, your Magic Mirror tutorials are awesome. Will be very nice if you do a few more tutorials on some advanced modules of Magic Mirror. Matthew Lawrence says no. Sandeep says nope. Okay. All right. So I think the last two comments are about, have you heard of Mycroft AI? All right. So you haven't heard of Mycroft AI, neither had I. So you can buy the item. You can buy, I guess it's like its own little Alexa, and it's really expensive. Or you can make one for free with a Raspberry Pi. And to do that, you hit get started. I think it's over here. Yeah, it's called Pycroft. You download the image, and it is based on Raspbian Buster Lite. And so I went through the process, and I made a Pycroft last night. So let's check this out. And so I've got my Raspberry Pi. Hopefully I don't accidentally unplug it. But I've got my Raspberry Pi right here. Okay. And I've got my microphone, and I've got a speaker. Okay, so hopefully y'all can hear this. And you do have interesting choices for your wake word just out of the box, or you can make a custom one. So I haven't gotten to the custom one part yet. I just last night got this working. So I'm going to say, hey Jarvis, what is 1 + 1?
Zero and number 0 is both a number and the numerical date used to represent that number in numerals.
Okay, so it says 0 + 0. Okay, so it's just kind of joking around with me. I notice it has kind of similar answers to Alexa, but not quite the same answers as Alexa. So it does, I think it's a joke because I think most people know what 1 + 1 is, but yet we like to ask our voice assistants what it is. You can also say, hey Jarvis, what's the weather like today?
It's currently scattered clouds and 87 degrees Fahrenheit.
I would say that's
Today's
pretty
forecast
accurate.
is for a high of 88 and a low of 81.
I would say that's pretty accurate. So anyway, I made this last night with my Raspberry Pi, and I am considering doing a full tutorial for you guys, especially because probably the most asked question on this channel is, how do I do a custom wake word? And now you can do a custom wake word with Mycroft AI with your Raspberry Pi. So I thought y'all would enjoy that project. And I got an awesome, yeah, thank you. And so this is what the screen looks like. So I kind of took a picture of my monitor last night. So it's called Mycroft Pycraft 2. And the other thing that was really interesting about putting this together is it gave me options to use a Google Voice Kit. So if you have one of those Google Voice Kits from way back when, if you did that project, I have the regular Google already all set up and everything. If you're looking for another purpose for the Voice Kit, I believe you can reformat your SD card or get out a new SD card and do this project and do it on a Voice Kit. So I think that would be pretty cool. That might be a pretty cool video for this channel. So let me know what you think about Mycroft AI on a Voice Kit or just on a regular Raspberry Pi. And I haven't gotten into I'm going to move over to this Chrome thing. I haven't gotten into the custom wake word, but there's a whole post about doing a custom wake word. There are a bunch of different ways you can do it, and it gives you this whole tutorial here on configuring your custom wake word. So anyway, I'm going to give you that link. And okay, So Matthew Lawrence says, cool, I have the voice kit. Okay, we'll try it out. Let me know if it works and do this project, and then maybe we'll do it for my channel. All right, so let me know. But I was like, wow, this is really cool. Okay, so that is my presentation of a Raspberry Pi project this week. Okay. Oh, yeah. It says, yeah, I'm going to use Google Voice Kit. Okay. All right, cool. So maybe I'll try it on. I will try it on. I'm really curious about trying it on Google Voice Kit now. Let's see. What other advantages does Minecraft AI has over Alexa or Google Assistant other than the custom wake word? Ma'am, I believe that you can also customize it more in terms of you can write your own skills for it, or you can change things about it. And I believe you can probably do music on it too. So I think one of the big challenges with this Alexa thing is that they've kind of closed off a lot of the music stuff. So maybe you can do your own music with it. It seems more open, in my opinion, and it seems more you can do more stuff, do more custom stuff as a developer on it if you learn how to develop. Oh, okay. It thinks I said, "Hey Jarvis." Oh, by the way, it gives you, when you're setting up your Minecraft AI, it gives you 4 choices for your wake word. I chose "Hey Jarvis." Okay, I'm gonna unplug this now because sometimes it kind of goes off on its own. Why does anybody know why "Hey Jarvis" is a choice for Minecraft AI? The reason is when I was looking at Snowboy AI earlier, so if you rewind this back to episode 2 of the Caroline live show, I looked at doing a Snowboy.ai custom wake word with Alexa Pi back then. It got end of life, it wasn't supported anymore, so I never went down that road. But if you go to Snowboy.ai and you look at what is in there, it actually gives you the most popular custom wake words that people set up for Alexa Pi through Snowboy.ai. It ranks all of the custom wake words. Guess what? The number 1 custom wake word for on Snowboy.ai was? It was "Hey Jarvis." So anyway, so then I guess that's where it came out. Okay, so Matthew Lawrence says Iron Man. Okay, so is there a "Hey Jarvis" and Iron Man? I'm not familiar with Iron Man, sorry. I haven't watched those. But anyway, so mine is set up for "Hey Jarvis." Anyway, so maybe I will look into doing that custom wake word. And yeah, that's so you guys try it out. Let me know how it works out for you. I am a little bit, the only thing for me is that the main thing I use my Alexa Google Home for is to turn on and off my lights all the time. Hands-free, I don't want to go around and press the switch or, my goodness, turn on a lamp or something like that. So I don't think there's any integration with smart home devices. There could be, I don't know, but that would be my about actually doing this. Okay, Iron Man, yes, it is his AI assistant. Oh, Jarvis. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, Jarvis is Iron Man's AI assistant. Okay, yes. I think I have seen the Avengers. I think yes. Thank you for explaining that to me, Matthew Lawrence. Appreciate that. All right, so moving on. That's my Raspberry Pi project. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. Yes, do it with your voice kit. Let me know how that goes. And next, let's talk about Element14. So every week I feature a contest winner from the Element14 Contest. We had a contest. I was one of 10 winners. I've already talked about my project. I've already talked about the grand prize winner project. And now I'm going through all of the other projects because I feel like everybody who won should be recognized. And we need to recognize our women for this event. So this week I am featuring Katie Dumont from the UK. And she did an IOTBusy Button. And if you want to see her entry, let's move over here. This is her entry for the project, and it's the busy button, and she did this whole video here. So I'm going to put this so y'all can look at this on your own. I'm going to put this into the chat field, enter, okay. And what she did in this project, if you want to see all the code, she also puts all the code out there. Here is the code for the busy button. She's using a Raspberry Pi. Let's go back to my PowerPoint here, just so you can kind of see this stuff. So the red thing she's holding in her hand is a 3D printed box that has a hole cut out for a button and a light, and there's a feather huza, I don't know how to pronounce that properly, and it is the button that controls whether you're busy or not. So you press the button once if you're busy, just to toggle it back and forth. So you say you're available or you're busy. You get two choices. So there's a little light to tell you, okay, that your current status is busy, and then you press the button and then a light changes and it tells you your current status is available. And then over on the other side, so you're thinking, okay, in another room, you put up this Raspberry Pi. So the other thing in her hand with that black border around it is the Raspberry Pi with the 7-inch touch screen. And she's programmed it where it only has one color. So the entire screen is either red or the entire screen is green. And then when you trigger the button, with the Mosquito server, the MQTT and everything, it triggers the screen of the Raspberry Pi, and it gives you, okay, if you're busy, it's red. If you're available, it's green. And it's really another work from home, busy light status light indicator is what this project really is. I thought she did a great job with this project. She worked really, really, really hard on it. I mean, she even 3D printed a box. Even I didn't do that. So she's got a complete solution put together, and the technology is very sound, and she did a great job. So please do take a look at her project if you get a chance. And I do love featuring females, women in technology every single week on this show, and I think we should all be doing that. All right, so next, I always go into how would I do this project. And it's kind of funny because I think, because we're all working from home now, I think we are all kind of working on this project. And so actually, I've already produced 2 tutorials on specifically this very, very recently on my channel. So I use a Raspberry Pi 0W with a Pimeroni unicorn hat on it with a 3D printed diffuser. And you can either do it I have a little website so that I can change the light. Because I'm always sitting in front of my computer anyway. So now I have this website, I press a button, I change the light over in the other room. Or you can also tie it to Microsoft Teams. So if you haven't seen those tutorials on my channel, I will give you the links right now in the chat field. And please do check it out. And how many of you guys are have thought about we'll do a busy light status indicator so that somebody else in your home can know not to disturb you? Let me know. Okay, so that brings me to Alexa Live. So last Wednesday was Alexa Live. They made okay, I'm exaggerating. They made a lot of announcements at Alexa Live. So last week I talked about being able to trigger an Alexa skill from a website, and I did a little demo of that. And today I have selected that they have just released the Rollback feature for skill developers. So previously, if you made a change to a skill, you had to figure out a way to back it up yourself. And if you made a change that you later disliked or just broke the whole thing, if you didn't have a backup or you forgot what you did to get to that point, you were out of luck. Oh my goodness. So now you can revert to an older version of your Alexa skill. You can, the tracking started mid-July. So if you have different versions from mid-July, it actually goes back in time 2 weeks, not very far. And the feature's in beta, so they're kind of giving you a disclaimer. Hey, we haven't, it's not fully cooked yet. If it doesn't work for you, sorry, but we're working on it. It's something on our roadmap, and it should work. So what I'm going to do is go back over to Chrome And yeah, so this is Alexa Live. Here's everything this is the main page for Alexa Live. So if you want to see everything, you want to do this on your own, I'm going to give you the link right now to go into that. But specifically for the rollback, here is the documentation for the rollback. I am going to paste that into the chat box here. So this is the skill rollback, blah, blah, blah. So it gives you all of the gory details here. So I do recommend that you please check that out. And then let's go over to my developer console. So let's go into, and this is developer.amazon.com. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, you guys watched me live code a skill called Silly Questions. So if you were on that episode, you gave me a silly question and we put it into a silly questions thing, and that was all done through developer.amazon.com dashboard. And I'm going to go back in there. We're going to go find our silly questions skill, and we're going to see if we can roll it back. So here it is, silly questions, and this is the skill we built few episodes back. And so English US is the one I built. And then let's go into the interaction model. And now there's a new button. And if you notice, it says version. You click on version, and now you can go back in time and revert your version to a previous version. Is that cool or what? Look at that. So yeah, look at the timing, 3:19 p.m., 3:25 p.m., 7:09. So that is the episode where I made this silly questions skill, and now I can revert back to the old version. Check that out. So I'm not going to do that because I was happy with how we had Alexa how we had this silly questions skill. If you forgot how silly questions works, let's try it out here. Let's see if it does work. Alexa, launch silly questions.
Here's your question. Can Alexa call me master like in I Dream of Jeannie?
And there it still works. Look at that. So anyway, just if you need to change the version now, there's a beautiful, really easy version button that may or may not work because it is in beta. All right, so let's go back over to the PowerPoint. So that is my Alexa project of the week. Let me know. So every week I'm going to go over something new happening with Alexa Live. All right. Ooh, and I've got to mute this.
I don't know that.
Sorry. Okay. All right. I muted it now. So this is the end of the show. So at the end of the show every week, I give you the video I'm going to release next Tuesday on my channel. And if you have any guesses, guess now. Next week is going to be a video. It's going to be a setup unboxing video of Echo frames. All right. So where are my Echo frames? Oh, this is kind of funny. Okay. This is not my Echo frames. Let me show you this. So for Alexa Live, they sent me a work from home kit. They sent me a little promotional box, Amazon did, and it included these blue light glasses. So these are non-prescription, but they do block out the blue light. Okay, but for $179, did I leave them? Oh my gosh, I left them over. For $179.99 plus tax, you can buy the Echo frames, which is essentially a Alexa on your face. It's a wearable Alexa, and you can give her commands. It is a Bluetooth connection to your phone, and I am exploring that. I'm making a video. I'm going to release that next Tuesday. How lucky for you, you get them. Okay, well, okay. I'd like to clarify that for a second. It is an invitation only thing. I did request an invitation months, if not a year ago, a really, really long time ago. I requested an invitation. I finally got it. I paid with my own money the $179.99 for this product. I did not get it for free. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it, quite honestly. But I did want to explore it. I did want to show you guys this product on my channel, and this is the Echo frames. And anyway, so I will post a video about my experience buying the Echo frames and trying them out Tuesday right here. So tune in on Tuesday for the Echo frames video. And yeah, that is it. That is it for the show today. This is Project Ideas with Caroline, the Caroline Live Show. Thanks for joining, and I will see you next week. Bye.